Hi, this is Carol. In this series, I'll be reading you pieces of my own work. Some poems, some stories, things I still love. Happy listening. This poem was written back in 2012. It was originally published by Ygdrasil, Kirkin, I think his name was. He's still online, I hear, but I haven't visited his site for a while. The poem is called Prima Materia. Um, some of the words in here are real in one form, one language or another. Some are made up, just so you know. Prima Materia, o transformare an alchemical essay. Alchemy, aurum imperfectus. The first and last thing to be sacrificed is the notion of purity. Gold 79. Ironic that your perfect crystal squares are, in fact, transitional as metals go. A provida solaris. The adrenaline hybrid rose is favored by florists in part because it opens slowly and reaches a thornless maturity. What species the metaphorical sun, aqua regia, that red-faced father and hermaphrodite, self, anthers with perfect pollen, ovum swollen in the throat, red rose lips liberate, distillate, sodium cyanide, mercury, and each drop Midas, beads, pollen sacs, amalgam, largely unreactive, but for the rupturing birth, for dehiscence. E citrinitas lunaria. Reductio ad absurdum, matter or potential, which is moved by form or actuality, is moved precisely because it is never neutral to its mover. Matter is aimed at, it runs after form. Transform silver. Peahen eye alight in the dark and the yellowing moon. Cadence the perfect lacuna, short ischial spines and cor lavator ani, and thus will hold the world safe inside life's boundary. Perform, pre-form. Lunar maps are carved with care, night after night, on the scapula of red deer. Utter yellow words. Incantario, incantito, incantitu. A albida works. Stone, as Hermes speaks, art is nothing else but a knowing. The nature of the retort is to have a space in which things can happen. Cucurbit, a glass mouth wide, filled with what remains, what will be, come. That's the secret of the alembic, made in the image of a gourd long eaten and probably on its 10th or 11th reincarnation. Life is chemical, a true and constant preparation. It's the nature of life to be bounded. Life is, in fact, a special form of chemistry, inherited within some boundary. Nicholas and his beloved Paranel, the wingspan of a monarch butterfly, the love song of a gray whale, flame under a blue heart, whirling crystal in a cellular storm, RNA strings done and undone, folded and unfolded, rhodopsin in a baby's eye. Order in small packets, life in small, dusty mouse holes along the roaring blast of universal walls built, I suspect, out of light's precursor. Alkaline earth metals are silver-colored and soft, yet they are reactive. Burnt in a flame, radium, at least runs crimson. A. Melanostextasia. Metals can be malleable. Rocks can shatter. Skin can harden. Bacterial signals can modulate mammalian cell signal transduction, and host hormones can cross-signal with bacteria to modulate bacterial gene expression. In other words, they talk. They change each other. They can act together. Mercaptans, aka thiols, got the name because the thiolate group bonds so strongly with mercury compounds. This is the thing, the naming. And of course, the bonding. Sulfur, sulfhydryl to be exact, that is S replacing the O, makes of it a deep earth drink, not wine, nor even absinthe, smelling of skunk or garlic, grapefruit or coffee. Paper soaked in lead acetate trihydrate, in the presence of hydrogen sulfide, turns black. There is no ecstasy present, except in the technician's steady hand, and yet such things are the heart and the skin walling in, making possible the rush of connection. Give a bacterium a rose or a benzene ring. It is appropriate since aromatic signals began before life in the sea, formerly known as chaos. In it, we all swim. An alchemical rose, the fifth element, the bonding of I and you into we. A life element, death. A Avada Kedavra. It is estimated that humans have 10 to the 13th human cells and 10 to the 14th bacterial cells. Purity is not the appropriate metaphor, and you and I are not alone. In principio. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.